This is Digital Work Diaries, a podcast where we talk about research stories on the changing nature of work, hosted by the Digital Work Lab of Victoria University of Wellington.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ghazale, and welcome to this episode. Today, I'm joined by Nastaran, a PhD student at Victoria University of Wellington, to discuss her insightful paper, Driving IS Adoption with Use Cases, the Case of Augmented Reality, recently published in the PACS 2025 Proceedings. Hi, Nastaran, and congratulations on your new paper.
Hi, Ghazale. Thank you so much for this interview. And I'm really excited to see how this interview will go.
Great. To start, could you please share what first inspired you to take on this topic?
Of course. During my PhD, when I looked at the augmented reality adoption, I saw there's a paradox. AR has a lot of hypes over the years, but on the other hand, a lot of organization has hesitance to adopt it or implement it, or they have a lack of understanding what is the value of using augmented reality. So I saw that some parts of this lag can be the structural and practical guidance for the managers or decision makers.
Nice.
During my PhD, I understood that use cases are some of the things that managers can really understand, and it can help them to provide concrete examples that can connect augmented reality to the real value for their organization. So that was the inspiration for my paper to understand, okay, what are the actual use cases and how these use cases can help the managers to understand the value and have a better understanding of AR adoption strategically.
Great. That's really nice. And another question I really want to know, where did the idea for creating this classification or framework come from?
That's a good question. Actually, it came from two directions. The first one was my own academic background in information system shows that really using important frameworks can be used as a tool for sense making for the emerging technologies. And on the other hand, when I was talking with the practitioners who applied augmented reality or worked with augmented reality, they always come with a question like, what does really augmented reality is doing for us, how we can apply it in our own industry. So I found that use cases classifications is a way that can bridge academic research to the practical, and also we can use it as a tool that really can help manager to use augmented reality.
Great. And another question I want to know, how can the framework or tool you developed help managers and decision makers?
Um, it can help the managers in three different ways. I think first one is offering a structured catalog of use cases. In my paper, I offer 20 industries, and for each of them, I provided different use cases and sub-use cases that can give an overall and comprehensive overview of the AR use cases to the managers. Second one is supporting prospective sense making. Like before any investigation in any immersive technology, organization can evaluate the alignments of each use cases with their own feasibility risks and the goals that they have already in their companies. And the last one is providing a strategic roadmap, like, okay, where and how can we use augmented reality, how it can be fit in our long-term organizational objectives. So the combination of these three reasons can be really like a pattern that can help organization and decision makings to adopt augmented reality.
Nice, very interesting. And why did you choose to focus on AR rather than other technologies?
Um, Actually, it is a really cool technology. Augmented reality is fascinating because it's not static. It's a malleable technology. It's not like ERP or CRM or other technologies which can be very static. It could be different in any different scenarios or domain. For example, in the healthcare, it is completely different from how you can use it in education or logistics. So that flexibility makes adoption really tricky. By focusing on AR, we can show that how use cases can navigate differently in different patterns and in different domains. And the beauty is that the same framework that I created can be different and applied different in other technologies later on.
Yeah, great idea. Nice. And what challenges did you face during this project?
Um, Interestingly, when I was starting to talk with the people and also I started my interview, I understood that most of the time when we talk about augmented reality, it is like in education, in healthcare, or like that. But um, uh, we need a robust classification system which can be used as a, pattern that everyone can use it in all of the sectors. So it was really challenging to make sure that okay, how we can create one framework that can be applied in different domains. Another challenge also was making sure that our insights were not just academic people; they were from different people with different view, and validating and refining this data to create a framework which can be applied in different sectors was also very challenging in my PhD.
Mm, interesting. Thank you. And just a question came to my mind. Among the use cases you found, which one was the most interesting? I think that's a big question.
Mm, really, I was surprised when AR experts mentioned about the accessibility and the inclusion. For example, helping to the impaired individuals who cannot walk around or cannot see, and they can use augmented reality as a supporting tool was really interesting. And we most of the time we don't know really how these technologies are valuable. We just heard about how they are helpful in health or in education or warehousing, but really they are changing lots of people life. And this weren't the classic AR use cases like maintenance or training, but my interview showed that how AR can deliver real social value beyond just ROI or business value. So it was really inspiring for me.
Oh, great, great. Thank you. And looking ahead, how do you see your classification being used in
Mhm.
organizations?
That's a really good question. What I suggest to the makers is to use this tool as a guideline and also decision support tool. So when they want to adopt augmented reality, by looking at this framework, they can see, okay, which of these use cases, sub use cases can fit in my strategic goals for my own company. So also they can see if they adopt augmented reality, there are some cross department ways that they can use it. It's not just they want to use it only for warehousing. They can use it on other departments such as HR or IT. So this taxonomy can really show how AR can work in different sectors. And also as AR matures, organization can build on the classification by adding their own specific um, dimension to that. It's not just as it is. It can be increased, and the dimensions and the use cases can be increased based on the time.
Interesting, really interesting. And finally, do you have plans to extend or develop this work further in the future?
Yeah. Actually, our next step, my next step is to evaluate this framework and also linking each of these use cases to benefits, barriers, enablers, and KPIs. Like, for example, if you are adopting augmented reality in healthcare by using uh, the future framework, you can see, okay, what are the potential benefits or barriers that will be in my pathway of adoption. So we want to explore how this approach transfer to other emerging technologies like AI or VR or other immersive technologies. And also our goal is to give decision makers a practical tool and guidance for adoption for the digital innovation landscape.
Oh, that's fantastic. And thank you, Nassan, for sharing your research and shedding light on how organizations can better approach augmented reality adoption. Congratulations again on your PAXIS 2025 paper. And thank you to our audience for joining us. We hope this conversation has given you fresh insights into the potential of augmented reality.
Thank you so much, Ghazale, for the interview. It was really an honor for me.
It's my pleasure. Goodbye for now.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to this Digital Work Diaries podcast. We'd love to hear your feedback and questions. Drop us a comment below, and we look forward to catching you next time.